Hi friends, I am Malik Ejaz. I welcome you on my channel English Literature. I will try to help you in your studies through my videos. Hope you will enjoy and please don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos. Thank you. So the today's topic is a poem titled as From the Pied Piper of Hamelin, written by Robert Browning. I have chosen this poem from your Tulip series class 5th English textbook. Dear friends, we are going to read this poem in 3 steps. In step first, we will study its background briefly. In step second, we will understand the meaning and will read the poem between the lines. And in step third, we will discuss the techniques used in this poem. But first of all, the model reading. From the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Into the street the piper stepped, smiling first a little smile, as if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe the while. Then, like a musical adept, to blow the pipe his lips he wrinkled, and green and blue his sharp eyes twinkled, like a candle flame where salt is sprinkled. And ere 3 shrill notes the pipe uttered, you heard as if an army muttered, and the muttering grew to a grumbling, and the grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling, and out of the houses the rats came tumbling. Great rats, small rats, lean rats, brawny rats, brown rats, black rats, grey rats, tawny rats, grave old plodders, gay young friskers, fathers, mothers, uncles, cousins, cocking tails and pricking whiskers, families by tens and dozens, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, followed the piper for their lives. From street to street he piped advancing, and step for step they followed dancing, until they came to the river Weser, wherein all plunged and perished, save one who, stout as Julius Caesar, swam across and lived to carry, as the manuscript he cherished, to Ratland home his. Dear students, the poem which is given in your textbook is just a part of the longer dramatic lyric written by Robert Browning, which is titled as The Pied Piper of Hamelin. That is why you see the word from with the title of your poem, which is given in your textbook, which makes it From the Pied Piper of Hamelin. This from indicates it has been taken from the longer poem. In that very poem, there is a story of a beautiful town named as Hamelin. You should know the story, at least the first part of the story, which will help you in better understanding of the given poem. So the first part of the story goes as: once upon a time, there was a town named Hamelin. The town was beautiful, bustling with energy. But no sooner the happiness of the time was ruined by a plague of rats. There were rats everywhere, so much so that people of the town didn't have a place to keep a step without tipping over the rats. There were rats of every shape, color, and every age. Nothing worked as a remedy. Not even cats could control this plague of rats. The disgusted mayor of the town announced a reward for the person who would put an end to this plague. One day, a strange looking person with a peculiar nose, white, blue, sharp eyes, wearing a long hat with a feather, visited Mayor and told him that he will solve their problem in return of the reward money of 100 gold coins, and not a single rat would live in that beautiful town. The mayor promised for the reward money and allowed him to give it a try, as he had no alternative. Soon the strange looking man took out his magical pipe and started playing a very strange and loud tune on it. Within a moment, all the rats started coming out of the houses and started following him happily until reached piping up to river Weser and entered in it, followed by the rats wherein all of the rats drowned and perished except the one rat that swam across the river and survived and narrated the whole story in their Ratland home back. Dear Dear students, so this was the first part of the story. Hope you enjoyed it. That's how we have completed the step first of reading this poem. Now moving towards the step second, in which we will discuss the meaning of the poem from the Pied Piper of Hamelin. यानी हैमलिन शहर का बीन बजाने वाला जो कि रंगारंग कपड़ों में मलबूस था. Into the street the piper stepped, smiling first a little smile, as if he knew what magic slept in his quiet pipe the while. इन लाइनों में रॉबर्ट ब्राउनिंग कहता है कि जब ये पाइड पाइपर हैमलिन की गलियों में उतर कर आया, इसने पहले थोड़ा सा मुस्कुराया, गोया ये पुरएतमाद था, जैसे कि वो जानता था कि उसकी उस खामोश बीन में कौन सा जादू छुपा हुआ था. Then, like a musical adept, to blow the pipe, his lips he wrinkled. फिर एक मौसीकार की तरह उसने अपने होंठों को गोल करके यानी उनमें जुरियाँ ला के जो ही पाइप यानी बीन को बजाना शुरू कर दिया. And green and blue his sharp eyes twinkled like a candle flame where salt is sprinkled. जो ही उसने बीन बजाना शुरू किया तो उसकी सब्ज़ और नीली और तेज़ आंखें इस तरह टिमटिमाने लगी गोया किसी ने जलते हुए दिए पर नमक छिड़का हो. जैसे उस जलते हुए नमक से चमक आती है, उसी तरीके से इसकी आंखों से चमक तेज़ रोशनी आने लगी. And three shrill notes of the pipe uttered, you heard as if an army muttered. और इससे पहले कि इसकी इस बीन से आवाज़ें निकल कर आती, आपको ऐसा महसूस होता गोया फौज के चलने की आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही हो. एंड द मटरिंग grew to a grumbling, और ये धीमी आवाज़ अब तेज़ आवाज़ में तब्दील हो गई. एंड द grumbling grew to a mighty rumbling, और ये तेज़ आवाज़ अब और तेज़ आवाज़ में तब्दील हो गई. एंड आउट ऑफ द हाउसेस द रैट्स कैम टम्बलिंग, और घरों से ये चूहे दौड़ते हुए कूदते हुए उछलते हुए बाहर आने लगे. ग्रेट रैट्स, स्मॉल रैट्स, लीन रैट्स, ब्राउनी रैट्स, ब्राउन रैट्स, ब्लैक रैट्स, ग्रे रैट्स, टॉनी रैट्स. इन दो लाइनों में शायर या पोइट चूहों के साइज़ और कलर की बात करता है. यानी बड़े चूहे स्मॉल रैट, छोटे चूहे लीन रैट्स, दुबले पतले चूहे ब्राउनी रैट्स, हट्टे कट्टे चूहे ब्राउन रैट्स, भूरे चूहे ब्लैक रैट्स, काले रंग के चूहे ग्रे रैट्स, धुंधले रंग के चूहे टॉनी रैट्स, गुंदमी रंग के चूहे. ग्रेव ओल्ड प्लाडर्स, गे यंग फिस्कर्स, इनमें से कुछ गंभीर बूढ़े मेहनती चूहे थे. गे यंग फिस्कर्स, कुछ अभी खुश जवान नाचने वाले चूहे थे. फादर्स, मदर्स, अंकल्स, कज़न्स, सब चूहे बाहर आने लगे. बाप, माँ, चाचा, मामा मिलके ये बाहर घरों से आने लगे. कॉकिंग टेल्स एंड प्रिकिंग विस्कर्स, अपनी दुम खड़ा करके और मूछे तेज़ तरारी मूछे लेके. फैमिलीज बाय टेंस एंड डजन्स, यानी चूहों के कुंबे बाहर आने लगे. ब्रदर्स, सिस्टर्स, हस्बैंड्स एंड वाइव्स, भाई बहन खाविद बीवियाँ सभी बाहर आए. फॉलोड द पाइपर फॉर दियर लाइव्स, और इस बीन बजाने के वाले के पीछे पीछे चले गए जैसे कि अपनी ज़िंदगियों के लिए दौड़ रहे थे. फ्रॉम स्ट्रीट टू स्ट्रीट ही पाइपड एडवांसिंग एंड स्टेप फॉर स्टेप दे फॉलोड डांसिंग. वो एक गली से दूसरी गली बीन बजाता हुआ आगे बढ़ता गया और कदम ब कदम ये उसके पीछे नाचते हुए चले जा रहे थे. Until they came to the river Weser, wherein all plunged and perished. जब तक कि वो दरियाई वैसर तक पहुंच गए जिसमें ये सब डूब के तबाह हो गए. Save one, सिर्फ एक चूहे के सिवा. Who stout as Julius Caesar, जो जूलियस सीज़र की तरह मजबूत था, बहादुर था. जूलियस सीज़र यानी रोम का एक बादशाह, एक लीडर था जो कि बहुत ही बहादुर था. swam across and lived to carry as the manuscript he cherished to Ratland home his commentary. ये चूहा बचा, तैरता हुआ दरिया को पार किया, ये बच गया और इसने ये दलील जो इसने आंखों देखा हाल देखा था, ये कहानी अपने हम। Dear students, moving towards step third of reading this poem, in which we will discuss the techniques being used in this poem. The first thing we have to look for rhyming words. These are those words which have corresponding sounds and especially form the end or terminal sounds of the lines. Basically, such words are used to produce a musical effect in the poem. As you can see, the end words of lines first, third and fifth line, which are stepped, slept and adapt. Actually, these are the rhyming words. Similarly, the end words of lines second and third, that is smile and while, are also the rhyming words. Now the students open your books and find other rhyming words used in this poem and form a list of all such words. Second technique which is used in this poem is simile. What is a simile? Actually, it is a poetic technique in which two unlike things are compared with one another to express an equality in a higher degree using words like or as. For example, let us have a look on these two sentences. First sentence is, he is as brave as a lion. She is beautiful like a rose. In these sentences, the quality of being brave and beautiful are being shown in higher degree by means of comparison and using words like or as. Similarly, the same technique of simile has been used in two places in the poem in discuss. Number first, when the eyes of the Pied Piper are compared with the flame of a candle. And number second, when the rat who swam across the river is compared with Julius Caesar. So, having completed all the three steps of reading this poem, now we will solve the questions given at the end of the lesson or poem. Question number 1 is, how does the poet describe the eyes of the piper? And answer is, the poet describes the eyes of the piper as green, blue and sharp, twinkling like the salt sprinkled on a candle flame. Question number 2 is, who comes out of the houses? Answer, the rats of different shapes and sizes, ages and colors came out of the houses. Question 3, pick out the adjectives used to describe the rats in the poem. And answer is, the adjectives used to describe the rats in the poem are great, small, lean, brawny, brown, black, grey, tawny and gay. Question number 4. What effect does the piper's music cause? And answer is, on hearing the music produced by the piper, an army of rats came out of the houses and began to follow the piper from street to street, dancing and tumbling. Question number 5 is, who plunges into the river Weser? And answer is, all the rats except one plunged into the river Weser. And question 6, who is as stout as Julius Caesar? And answer is, one of the rats who swam across the river Weser was as stout as Julius Caesar. Question number 7, who narrates the commentary in the Rat Land Home? And answer is, one of the rats who survived narrates the commentary in the Rat Land Home. Thank you. Thanks for being there.